What is going on, my peoples, and my plant people? So we got a really good one today. This is gonna be a really good video. I'm pretty excited. This was definitely a hectic week, so I appreciate getting back to my plants. I have been talking to people all week, like a lot of people all week. So I've been getting a lot of new clients and stuff like that. But you know, that's doing really good. I'm doing good on my hours and stuff like that. I'm gonna talk a little bit about me reaching 1,000 subscribers, which I really appreciate you guys. I'm definitely gonna be doing a raffle, but I'm gonna talk about it towards the end. I kind of want to get into this because I'm actually really excited. So I got me a box. Y'all already know who it's from because you probably read the message, but I got it from PLANTLIFELEX. So if you haven't been noticing, Lex has been talking about these humidity boxes or whatnot, her acrylic boxes, not a humidity boxes, but acrylic boxes or whatnot. So I was given an opportunity of getting me one as well. So I'm gonna do my thing and I'm gonna fix it up. I've been talking to her back and forth about, you know, I want to do something different. I want to do something special. The only other person I've seen create something with this box is Breezy, and Breezy put together something really amazing. When I first noticed that she was selling the box, and I seen it, what, 20-25 bucks, like easy, very easy, and it's a really big box. But yeah, shout out to Breezy, whatnot. But when I seen this box on, as Lex was talking about it, as she was putting plants in and stuff like that, I said I wanted to create something different. So I did a little research, and I'm gonna pretty much, I'll show you. I mean, you probably read it down in the description and stuff like that, but I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm gonna do. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, of course, get this out the box. So just to tell you about my week, I've had definitely a long week at work. We've been pretty much down on our internet, and pretty much my everything I do as far as with my clients is on the internet. We don't do any paper copies. I work at a prison or whatnot here in Georgia. I do mental health, substance abuse. For people who don't know me, if this is your first time, I am Jamon Green. Welcome to Jumanji's Pants. So yeah, I've been having a lot more clients come in, a lot more clients graduating. So that's been making me feel really good. Very appreciative of those guys that have been really working to get back to their families and things like that, and it just feels good. So I've been definitely getting my blessings, filling out my purpose, so I feel good about it. So you always know Lex comes in with the notes or whatnot. It says thank you for your support. Lex know I love her like my sister. Got one of my favorite stickers. Booyah. Says thank you so much for your purchase. Okay. Once again, thank you, Lex. Also, so this acrylic plant display assembly instructions, right? So it's pretty cool. So if you didn't notice, or what, if you bought it already, you probably noticed, but if not, then pretty much in this day and age, everything can just be scanned. So if you scan it up, you will notice that there are instructions there, and it'll show you pretty much the length, width, height of it or whatnot. I have the information. I don't have it on me right now, but I'll post everything, and I'll make sure to put everything in the description or whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this together with y'all as we converse or whatnot. I'm not gonna look at the instructions because I mean, I worked on helicopters in the Navy. I think I got this, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? So I appreciate you, Lex, for doing that. So we're gonna go this other route, nice and clean. I like this. So yeah, my week has been pretty good so far. Like I said, so I got to my 1,000, so I guess I'll talk y'all through this. So I got to 1,000. I could not have done it without you guys. As I did with my 500, I'm gonna do another raffle. So I thought with this raffle, what I would like to do is, of course, give two different, I want to give two different prizes, okay? One of the prizes is going to be from PLANTLIFELEX, and the other prize, even though I haven't talked to her, I'm sure she don't mind me kicking it with her, is going to be with Jazmine Lowe, off of Plant Life merch or whatnot. So what I would like to do would be to have pretty much two different raffle winners. One person would get something from PLANTLIFELEX, another person would get something from Jazmine Lowe or whatnot. So what I would like for people to do down in the comment, right, would be to go on to PLANTLIFELEX and just tell me maybe something like a plant or whatnot that you would like for me to raffle off. And I think that that would be pretty cool. And then also go on to Jazmine Lowe's, and I'll put both in the description, and y'all tell me pretty much what is the hoodie that's really popping, okay? And then we'll figure it out that way. You know what? Maybe I might need to look at the instructions. Okay, let's see. Boom, here. So once I was able to just kind of be quiet and not have to talk, I just really started to look at the box. It was really pretty easy to go ahead and put together. As you see me now, pretty much putting the box together. There is an easy assemble. I feel like anybody definitely can go ahead and put this box together. Wasn't really that tough. Instructions, of course, would help, but it wasn't that bad, to tell you the truth. Very easy assemble. This is me trying to figure out that there is, first of all, a kind of a lip plate, and then the door go on. You'll see me pick that up pretty soon. Okay, so I finally got the lip plate, which of course will be going on first, and then the actual door itself. Yeah, so I finally got it. Here we go. All right, here we go. One for the Navy, baby. One for the Navy, baby. All right, so this is where we at right here. Really big box. I'm pretty excited about it. So as you already kind of see down at the bottom, I'm going to make this into a small terrarium or whatnot. So in my research of what I've done, I'm going to bring y'all down. So I watched several people, and I also have looked at different articles and stuff like that about plants that I can put in there, plants maybe not to put in there. So I'm gonna start to list them, and as I'm doing it, I'll converse about it or whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my products, and we're gonna get this thing started. So one thing that I really want to do is kind of make this cost efficient or whatnot. So in my research, there's only so many things that you really need. And then there's some things, of course, that you can add on later if that's what you want to do. Okay. So with me, one thing that, I try to do is make sure I watch other people, because, you kind of just learn that way. So two people that I recommend watching, other than myself, of course, is Benji. He's really good with like plants. I love his plants and whatnot. If you're in the community and don't know Benji, I definitely will put you on Benji. I'll put him down below. And then Harley G. I also, when I first started watching plant videos, I started watching her too. But now I'm gonna do a small terrarium. or whatnot, and I'm pretty excited about it. So 2 things that I had to buy off of like Amazon or whatnot, and I'm gonna put everything down in the description. Everything that I have, you're gonna have down in the description, okay? So 2 things that I have. One is this Gaps and Crack. It is pretty much foam or whatnot. You're gonna need like this insulin foam sealing or whatnot, pretty much to create the box or whatnot, or to create the atmosphere in which I want or whatnot, which is pretty cool because it looks like this is pretty sealed or whatnot. So it won't be a closed terrarium because there is a slight gap in there, which is really good because I'll be pretty much opening and closing it or whatnot. And this is a really good size or whatnot. It can definitely take a lot of height, which I'm very excited about doing or whatnot. So this is really going to be great for anybody that wants to do like a small terrarium. And these things are only what, 20-25 bucks, so like that's very easy. Okay, and you can probably have a multitude of them or whatnot, and they seem to fit in a lot of different spaces, especially on like shelves and stuff like that. So very versatile is what I'm learning or whatnot. But yeah, so I got this ceiling right here, which I'm going to be pretty much spraying pretty much like the background area, a little bit on the side. Of course, I'll keep the front open and I'll keep the top open because I want light to get into it. At the bottom, I'll show you what I'm going to do a little bit later, which would pretty much just be different type of what's it called, like chunky mix or whatnot. I'll probably do maybe like a leca chunky mix. I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna figure it all out. Okay. The other thing that I had to do is get me some live Spagnomoss moss. So I also got this. So this is sheet moss for tropical and forest plants or whatnot. I got this particular brand because I've seen other people use it in their terrariums, so I got it too. You can just literally use Spagnomoss moss if you got it, if you got orchid bark, if you got whatever you got in your house, you can pretty much use that. I just wanted to kind of do something a little different than other people or whatnot, and just try some myself. I've never done this before, so this is going to be a trial and error for me, which is really good for you because, I mean, I'll teach you what I know, okay? So I'm pretty excited about it. What I'm gonna do now is just go ahead and I'm gonna work on this. Okay, so the other day, as I was thinking of what I'm gonna do, because I've had this box for maybe about 2 weeks now, and I've been thinking, man, what can I do with this box that's just gonna be different and that'll, display what the versatility of the box can be for, right? Which I think just having the box itself and putting in props is really amazing. But y'all know I'm just different, I'm wacko or whatnot, so I'm just thinking, man, I would love to make a terrarium. I've never made a terrarium or whatnot. I have like my little greenhouses, which I pretty much put like my props in there, but I don't have a terrarium, okay? So I went around and I cut like different pothos and brandtianums and some epiprimnums and stuff like that. So there are different plants that I would recommend for pretty much putting in these things here. So in my recommendation, or at least stuff that I have seen, would be, and this is coming off of another website, but I'll read it to you. So Photonias, Syngoniums, Epiprimnums, Pileas, ferns, creeping figs, peperomias, Salginellia, which is like spike moss or whatnot, polka dot plants, and then moss or whatnot. So I got a couple of those different plants or whatnot, so I'm really excited about putting some of those plants in there. I just cut them up maybe about a week ago, and I put them into pretty much like a little prop box that I have, and then well, not a prop box, I apologize, it's like a prop glass or whatnot. It's kind of like a cookie jar that I just converted into like a prop box. I just put like lick at the bottom, sphagnum moss, and just put the plants in there. Same thing you can do with this right here, but I'm gonna just turn up real quick. So I kind of want to talk about some plants, easy plants that of course I recommend putting in there. Right now I'm just pretty much spraying out the shape on the side and the back side. So that's ultimately what I'm doing right now. And then of course I give you more instructions on that. But like I said, plants that you want to put into this can really be any plants, of course, that fit in there. A lot of plants that I see as I'm looking on PLANTLIFELEX.com, plants that, of course, I recommend putting in there are, of course, a lot of the Hoyas. She has a lot of epipremnums, and she has smaller ones in there. The smaller Fridex, of course, will be good. The Scandapsus, of course, will be good. So there are a good amount of plants from the shop that I noticed that you can put into there to make a really good creation, kind of like how I'm trying to do right now. Okay, so now I have it sprayed out like I want it to. One thing I learned from Harley and Benji is if you want to have something stick to it, do it while it's wet, right? So while I have my sheet moss here, which smells absolutely gorgeous, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stick it on there. So one thing that I did notice as I was putting in the sheet moss, I definitely had more than enough. This sheet moss is good for a couple reasons. It's very thick, so my plants will be able to root into it. It won't be, the roots won't be able to grow into the foam, of course, because the foam will be hardened, but it will grow into the sheet moss. And because the sheet moss is so thick, as you kind of see it there, and the way that I put it in layers, it's gonna work out pretty well. So if you do buy this sheet moss, you can put this in about 3 or 4 of Lex's acrylic boxes. So you'll definitely have more than enough. So it's been about an hour and a half, so I'm gonna stand it up, see what falls off. If something falls off, I'll probably just carve it off and then respray it, and then just just put whatever kind of like fell off, and then just figure it out that way. So here we go. So today is the next day. By the time I got finished pretty much doing all this, it was about 10 o'clock. It's about 4 o'clock right now. Next day, I had about 5 or 6 clients today, therapy or whatnot. So I got a client in another hour. So what I'm gonna do is just pretty much pick this up just to see where we are or whatnot. I pretty much just let everything harden and stuff like that, so it should be good. Pretty much what I'm going to do today is pretty much put the substrate in there and then put some plants in there pretty much. Yeah, let's see what it looks like so far. Towards the end, I will tell you guys maybe things that I've learned, stuff that I probably would have changed up or whatnot, or if I would change anything at all. So I like this right here. This what's it called, gaps and cracks or whatnot. I feel like it works really good, especially with this nozzle. It's really good. So I definitely recommend this right here. I got it from Amazon. Like I said, I'll put it down in the description. So the reason that I tilted it because I wanted the wood that's pretty much down there to pretty much just stick or whatnot. If I would have put it kind of right side up, it wouldn't have gave it, it wouldn't have had a chance to kind of like press down with the, with like gravity and stuff like that. So I just kind of kept it that way. So yeah. But yeah, let's see exactly how this looks, how this panned out. Like I said, it's my first time doing it, so I'm learning. And let's see. I expect some stuff to fall down just because, you know, once it started to foam up, I just kind of threw it in there pretty much to just let it drop. She's looking really good. So she's still looking good so far. Now what I would like to do is just pretty much put a substrate down at the bottom. So what is actually pretty cool is that it has a nice lip right here. So what I was going to do is I was going to put leca down there, but I think I may go without the leca and just go ahead and put in some of my chunky mix. And that right there has the chunky mix, so there's no reason for me to move that out the way. So if two things may happen, okay? So I may lower this and spray some more in there, or if the substrate sit well enough up by itself, then I won't have to put some kind of like maybe fence mechanism here. If you ever see like IKEA, people who put IKEA cabinets together, they usually will use the glass cabinet, put it there, and then pretty much foam it all together. So I'm gonna see if I can do without that. If not, then I know I have another option, or I have like a couple more options that I'm gonna try. So let's see what this looks like. So here I have my chunky mix. It's pretty similar to Lexus. So if you want to get you a nice good chunky mix, definitely order from Lex or whatnot. Right, so this chunky mix right here, it pretty much has reptile bark, orchid bark, charcoal, which is going to be very important, especially because you don't want anything to really like spoil or whatnot. Not spoil, but like when the humidity rises and stuff like that. This helps with kind of keep down fungus and stuff like that. So you definitely want charcoal in there for sure. Sometimes I see people put down a first layer of charcoal, which doesn't sound too bad, to tell you the truth. And I actually do have charcoal, but I have charcoal in here, so I feel like it should still be even and be okay or whatnot. This can always be adjusted, so I'm not too upset about it. I mean, I won't be like upset about it if anything like kind of goes a little array, okay? So what I do want to do is go ahead and put this stuff down here at the bottom and see where I'm at. If I don't like it, then I'll just take it out. So let's just see what that looks like. Okay, so far I'm liking it. What I would like to do is build this up just a little bit so that I can have a little bit more substrate there. So what I'm going to do is I pretty much have this report paper. So I tried to when the lazy poles came out, pretty much people were buying these right here, the report covers, pretty much cutting them up and making them the size. So I think I'm gonna do the same thing. The only difference is I'm pretty much just gonna cut this up to size just to hold across here. And I'm only gonna do just a small piece. So I'm gonna do a little bit of experimenting right now. Okay, so that's pretty much how I would like it. What I'll do is just go ahead and get some regular super glue, and I'll go ahead and I'll super glue that together. So now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and let it sit for a little bit. I got a client in about 30 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and prepare. Once I'm done with my client, then I'll come back and I'm going to put some plants in there. So now I pretty much have my little fence up or whatnot, and it gave me just probably about maybe an inch more of little soil here. So I have here my jar that I was talking about on yesterday. So I pretty much cut up a lot of different pothos and epipremnums and pretty much scindapsus in here. So I'm pretty much gonna pin them up. So the way that I'm gonna do it, and I'm sure everybody else is gonna, everybody can do it pretty differently or whatnot. I pretty much have pins or whatnot that I'm just gonna use just to tack them on or whatnot. And when they start to grow, of course, they'll grow into the soil and they'll grow, you know, along the moss and stuff like that. So I'm still pretty excited. Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna go ahead and just add the plants onto there. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, so I'm just gonna try to figure it out as I go. Okay, so so far I have been liking that it's enjoy or whatnot. I have been enjoying making this or whatnot. It is pretty cool. Definitely more than I gave it, and it's not too bad. I would definitely say it's not too bad. It's kind of cool because pretty much these right here will go into the foam, but it's cool because this the roots will go into the moss, so it'll still be able to grow. Because it'll be the front of it or whatnot, it'll still have humidity, and that's going to allow a lot of these plants pretty much to grow really good. So I believe this to be that reel that I got some time ago. So let's see how I can put this one. I'm also gonna put in here some isopods and some what are those things called? So within this, I'm also going to put in some springtails. I got some springtails and some of my other props or whatnot. The reason that you want springtails, because springtails will pretty much clean up all the dead leaf matter and things like that, so I won't have to do it. And you can pretty much you can buy springtails, or if you have, I mean, probably most of your plants, especially like the soil, usually have it. So if you have like dead matter, especially like leaves, look on the leaves, and you'll typically see it there. So that's probably a really good place to find it. So I would just kind of look there for those type of bugs or whatnot. But those bugs are very beneficial because, of course, like I said, they eat dead matter and stuff like that. So very beneficial for them to pretty much eat like the dead matter, so you don't have to go through and keep picking at all of the dead leaves and stuff like that. so that is pretty much it. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I can't lie to you. After watching it so many times and then being able to actually get the chance to build one myself, I will say it really wasn't that difficult, to tell you the truth. I think the most difficult part is just the creativity and seeing what you want and what you don't want, right? Shaping and putting in the sphagnum moss or the moss or whatnot, I feel like that was pretty simple. Placing the plants was pretty fun because I get to, you know, move them and tack them, you know, however you want to do them. You can put them in the soil so that it can then grow, or you can just go ahead and put them along the sphagnum moss, and I think they'll still be fine because it's going to be moist in here. You see me spray pretty much fertilizer or whatnot, so it'll be able to stick in there. A lot of those plants that I put in there already had roots, so the only thing that they, you know, the possibility of them just going ahead and sticking into the sphagnum moss and growing upward towards the light. So I really enjoyed this. Definitely putting in the different sticks from outside, which you can get from outside. You can also get like bark from off of trees and stuff like that if you wanted to put that in there. I like the moss background with the pretty much the reptile bark kind of going back up there in the trail, as you kind of seen. And then of course I got my Spider-Man in there. I tried to put in a lot of silver plants or whatnot just to showcase, and yeah, I really like it. I got Scindapsus. I think that this is a Varicosum, some Enjoys. I got the Rio in there. Some Brantianums are pretty good. I cut a couple of my jungle cactus in there, so I put those two at the top, so that should be pretty interesting. And of course I'll be able to take the tacks off of it once they stick there themselves, which is going to be really amazing. Definitely put in this down at the bottom. Definitely makes a difference because I want that level up there, and I really don't notice it, tell you the truth. Like, I can see it, but I don't notice it, you know what I mean? And I think it looks really, really good. If I could change any one thing, along the back side you can see the white from the foam, but other than that, I mean, I pretty much like it. So once again, thank you, Lex, for giving me the chance to be very adventurous. I would definitely love to buy another one of these. I mean, it's 20 bucks. I already got all the materials. If you have different plants that you are propagating, throw them in there and just watch them grow with something so beautiful, right? Once plants kind of outgrow this, I take them out, put new plants in, but the background and everything like that can pretty much stay the same. And which is really great, you can stack them, which would be even more amazing, right? I can see me having maybe 4 of these right here, put in a light that pretty much guides towards forward, just like this, and it has light, right? Really, really amazing box. Very, very huge for its size, and for only 20-25 bucks, like, that is really a steal. I would definitely run, not wait on that. I definitely put some other plants in there, like some orchids and stuff like that. So there are a numerous amount of plants that you're gonna put in there. Definitely some other philodendrons, some anthuriums in there, some begonias, and a really big amount of plants that I could have put in there. And maybe, you never know, I might grab another one and maybe put only anthuriums in there. I might grab another one to only put begonias in there or whatnot, so, or orchids in there or something like that, which is even more amazing, right? So like I said, I would definitely run, not walk, to get one of these boxes. Only 20-25 bucks. Like, how can you miss up on that? Also, like I said, I'm going to be doing a raffle, so in another video I'll go ahead and I'll start that raffle. It won't start in this one right here. I talked to Jazz, I talked to Lex. We got a little deal going. I appreciate you guys for the 1,000 subscribers. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. I can't appreciate you enough. I really can't. This has definitely been on my wish list to do. So thank you, Lex. Thank you everybody that has subscribed. I would love to hear your comments down below. If you have put one of these together, if you would like to put one of these together, definitely send a picture of your boxes to Lex. I can't wait to showcase my box. I mean, this is really, really nice. I feel like put a lot of little work in there or whatnot. And I absolutely love it or whatnot. So yeah, I guess that's it. I really appreciate you guys for sticking through this and trying to figure this out with me. If you have any tips for me, if you have any suggestions, definitely write it down below. You know, stay for a little bit, talk to us, give some good advice. If you got a box just like this right here, please let me know how you decorated yours. I think that'd be really, really amazing. Now I'm gonna go to the website and check out and see what plants or the other boxes that people put together. So if you haven't, definitely go on to PLANTLIFELEX website and check out the other boxes on there. Hopefully you'll see mine on there coming up pretty soon, so I appreciate it. And like I said, we'll get to that raffle on the next video. And as always, love, peace, and plants.